Tyquian Bowman has been released from feds. I repeat, Quando Rondo. The album. Quando Rondo out. Salute Fly High Productions, who missed the follow-up. Yeah, like I say, breaking news, Quando Rondo out. Let's take a look at these news clippings and see how my man got here.
Thanks for being with us tonight. Let's get straight to that breaking news. The Savannah man, known as rapper Quando Rondo, was arrested overnight by the Federal Bureau of Investigations. 24-year-old Tyquian Bowman was taken into custody on federal drug charges, according to an FBI spokesperson. Savannah police was the arresting agency. They say Bowman was pulled over at Burroughs and 37th Streets around midnight Friday. SPD says he was the passenger and the only person in the car taken to jail without incident, according to a department spokesperson. Now, the federal arrest comes nearly 6 months after Bowman and 18 others were indicted on 49 counts of state drug and gang charges. Bowman was accused of violating the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act for playing a role or managing a role in the Rolling 60s gang. But his troubles didn't stop there. While out on bond in July, prosecutors say he crashed and rolled his car after an apparent overdose. Judge Tammy Stokes denied the state's motion to revoke his bond, but ordered he could no longer drive. Then in September, prosecutors tried to ban him from Chatham County. They said he was the target of several shootings and that his presence posed a threat to the rest of the county. Again, Judge Stokes sided with the defense and Bowman was able to stay out. Shortly after, I exclusively sat down with his aunt, who told us since being indicted on state charges, Bowman hasn't been the same.
To him, it's like depressing and aggravating, but we got faith in the law. We know the law is trying to step in for some reason and trying to wipe them off the map.
Now here we are in December, and Bowman is back in custody, this time at a federal facility in Brunswick, according to his spokesperson. The specifics of what he's being charged with on the federal level are unclear beyond just, quote, drug charges. We expect to hear more details on Monday, but until then, you can find all of our coverage of Tyquian Bowman on our website, WJCL.com.
Well, Quando Rondo back home. He showed up in court last week and pled not guilty.
New developments in Quando Rondo's ongoing legal trouble.
The Savannah rapper pleaded not guilty this morning to federal drug-related charges. He was arrested on Saturday and has been in jail since then. WTOC's Flynn Snyder is live outside the federal courthouse. Flynn, what happened at today's meeting?
Well, Mike, Don, Quando Rondo, whose real name is Tyquian Bowman, had family members in attendance today as he pleaded not guilty to this latest charge, this time from federal investigators who accused the rapper of being a part of the drug trafficking conspiracy. It all comes as he also faces drug and gang charges here in Georgia State Court.
Bowman's arraignment comes one day after the federal indictment was partially unsealed. In that indictment, the rapper faces a single charge. The drug trafficking conspiracy he's accused of being involved with includes meth, cocaine, fentanyl, and marijuana. The names of 3 co-conspirators in Bowman's federal case also appear on the state indictment handed down earlier this year. Bowman was out on bond for the state drug and gang charges at the time of his arrest for these federal charges. In recent weeks, WTOC was in a Chatham County courtroom as Bowman's state case appeared to hit a stalemate. Georgia prosecutors telling a state superior court judge that a federal order prevented them from giving evidence to Bowman and other co-defendants' attorneys. Those prosecutors saying they weren't sure what the federal courts might do, as any potential federal charges would take precedent over the state case. It's still not clear how these federal charges will impact Bowman and his 18 co-defendants' state case.
Now, the names of several co-conspirators remain redacted on this federal indictment. I did reach out to Georgia state prosecutors and Bowman's attorney to see how these new federal charges could impact that state case. I'm still waiting to hear back on that. For her part, Bowman's attorney requested that the next hearing in this federal case be set for next week. Of course, we'll keep you updated on that. Reporting live in Savannah, Flint Snyder, WTOC News.
Names haven't been redacted. But here's the thing. They said he got 18 co-defendants.
Christopher Wray around 4:30 today. They will release the 24-year-old whose real name is Tyquian Bowman from federal custody ahead of the holidays based on a number of factors. In fact, the federal judge, Christopher Wray, mentioned that this was a difficult one. It was a difficult decision to make because both arguments were so complex. Now, during that 5-hour hearing today, prosecutors presented several wiretap phone calls and said Bowman was a danger to himself and the community. Prosecutor Bradley Thompson played one particular phone call from Bowman while he was at the movie theater with his young daughter after he noticed 10 members of the rival gang show up. Now, Bowman asked the person on the other line of the phone to bring weapons to the theater. The defense, however, pointed out that no fights or shootings happened as a result of the phone call. They used another phone call, the prosecution did, saying that they found the person on the other end that called Bowman found several of Bowman's Percocets on a kitchen table near his 4-year-old daughter. Tom Withers, the defense attorney, argued that Tyquian Bowman showed serious concern for his mistake and that they were making sure that this was rectified. Again, that magistrate judge, Christopher Wray, saying this was remarkably close, but ultimately decided to give him that $100,000 unsecured bond. Now, how that works is that he will be released as soon as he returns to federal prison, which is he's on the way back to the federal prison in Emmanuel County now. As soon as he gets released from or processed out of there, he will be good to go. He does not have to pay any money unless he violates any conditions of his bond. And in fact, there are many conditions specific to Bowman, one of which that he must enter drug treatment. He must surrender his passport. He must remain inside his Richmond Hill home unless he has left the home for anything else, including any court-ordered activities like a job, like seeing your attorney, other things like that, and really has to limit all of his travel to the Southern District of Georgia. He also cannot contact any victims, witnesses, or co-defendants directly or indirectly, and that is just some of the conditions of his bond. Of course, Bowman is facing several other standard bond conditions.
Well, Fly High Productions with Mr. Follow Up. This has been a story of Tyquian Bowman, a.k.a. Quando Rondo. We need our daddies. I'm out.